everybody, it's Catherine. My project today is a rectangle gift box. This is not my original idea. There are a bunch of them out there, but I did this one my way. I didn't use cardstock. I just used the DSP, so you don't have to worry about cutting the DSP in a rectangle. So it's really pretty easy. You can make the coloring and the decorations as simple or as intricate as you like. I think if you made this, instead of the bow, if you put a hanger, this would be perfect for the Christmas tree or to hang on somebody's door. It's perfect for any type of candy or small gift. I didn't put anything in because I don't have anything. I'm going to the store tomorrow. Nobody has any of the Christmas stuff out yet because, of course, it's not Halloween yet. Halloween isn't until Monday. So it measures 5 inches wide by about 5.5 inches tall. Alrighty. And this part here is 2.5. We only need one piece of paper. And I used, of course, this all bundled up stamp set. It doesn't have dies, unfortunately, so I fussy cut out. But if you have ovals, we don't have ovals anymore, but if you have an oval one, you could actually put them in the middle with an oval on them and stamp them. I'm using the Moose and You're the Coolest sentiment from this stamp set. And then from the Deckled Rectangle dies, I'm using the smallest one. And it's about 2 3/8 by 1. Okay, so anything close to that you can use, or you could do something totally different. It's really, you could do your own thing with this. All right, so what we need, before I say what we need, this is my host code now for the next couple weeks. Okay, if you're going to spend anything under $150, please put it in, and I can get some Stampin' Rewards and split them up. Give everybody a little bit of something. Okay. We need a piece. This is Santa's Express DSP that is 10 by 5. And we need 2 scraps of basic white, one for the Moose and one for the sentiment. Okay, so it's really not too bad at all. All right, so a lot of this is going to be with your Simply Scored. And notice, yeah, you can see, I took a Sharpie and I put a line down, any one of them right in the middle. Mine just happens to be at 6 inches. And that's going to help us line up the side pieces. You can use a ruler and do it with your, on a pad with your tool, your embossing tool, but I tend to think just put one mark. You'll probably use it for more than just this. All right, so we're gonna, it's 10 by 5, so you can get 2 of these out of each sheet of DSP, or you can get one out of every sheet of cardstock. Alrighty, so we're gonna start on the 10-inch side. And actually, this is what we're going to do. It's just going to make a diamond. All right. So we're going to start by, on the 10-inch side, scoring at 5. All right. And then I'm just going to fold and burnish that lightly. I'm not going to use my bone folder right now. All right. And then we're going to turn it to one of the 5-inch sides. And we're going to take a pencil, or you could use your, take your pick tool, your embossing tool, and at 2.5, exactly half, we're going to make a little pencil mark, flip it around, and make one on the other side right there. All right, now what we're going to do, using this line I made here so that you can tell where it continues, because it's really hard to distinguish which line is which when you get to the bottom. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to put this mark on the top wherever it falls on this line. So that mark is right here, so that's where I'm going to put it. And then you might have to lift up the back of your paper. You probably will. We're going to shoot for where this score line is. We want it to touch that line also. All right, and then you're just going to score it. just like that. And then we're going to switch to do the other side. So put the top mark on this line and then the edge of the paper where that score line comes to on the same line, down farther. Whoops. Fix it. And then score it. Okay, and can you see? Well, let me hold them just gently for now. See how it made the top of the diamond here? Okay, so we're going to do the same thing on the other side. We're going to put the mark on this line, the 6-inch line. Doesn't matter, you can make it any line where you put your mark, or you put your ruler down and connect the ruler edge up here and right here where this score line went across. All right, so I'm just going to line them both up. To that line, and then I'm going to score it. Okay, and then I'll do the other side. Okay, and now we'll get our bone folder and just reinforce all of the score lines. So there's no cutting unless you want to cut some DSP if you're going to do it in cardstock, and I have to figure out, I haven't figured out what this front would be. All right, and then all it's going to do, one side's going to go over the other, and we're going to punch some holes, and that'll be the top. So you can decide which side, whatever is the front, make sure that these go on the outside. That's the only thing you have to worry about, and that's the whole box. All right, so let's put that aside. Well, this is what your cardstock should look like. I don't know if you're going to be able to see. Your DSP, sorry, should look like after you're done scoring it. All right, so let's put that aside, and this time obviously I'm going to do it in red. This one I did, this paper is from the Celebrate Everything Host Designer Series paper. I liked it just because these here, the stamp here reminds me of this paper, and I colored the mousse the same except for the hat and scarf. The hat is light and dark polished pink, and the scarf is light balmy blue and a little bit of light smoky slate. Sorry. Alrighty. Okie doke. Now let's get our pieces of cardstock and my Tuxedo Black ink. Whoops. And I'm just going to put this onto the paper. Okay, and then for the sentiment, you're the coolest, sorry. I'm going to put this towards the right-hand side of my scrap here. Okay, and we'll take care of that later. All right, now we're going to color. I have a bunch of Stampin Blends, but you can always use what you want to use. All right, so first I'm going to do the hat, and I'm going to use light and dark old olive. I'm going to take the dark and I'm going to go on the left hand side of the hat, put some dark, and then I'm going to use the light and blend it over. Just pull it over. Okay. I'm going to use a little bit of the dark old olive on the scarf. I'm just going to put it where every other one where the scarf meets each other, kind of. Okay. And then I'm just going to color. That was light. Oh dear. Okay. I'm going to do it over wherever I touched it with the light. Now I have to go back and do the dark. Then I'm going to take the light and just blend out and color in the rest. There's a little piece up here. You can see the picture on my blog also, if you want to see exactly which ones I colored. All right, and then for the other parts of the scarf, I'm just going to color in with dark real red. Okay. All right, now I'm going to use, for the mouth, I'm going to go with light Flirty Flamingo first. And then I went over it with dark Petal Pink to just kind of tone it down just a little bit and make it look a little more tonguish. All right, that was a little much. There we go. All right, and then I'm going to use light and dark soft suede for the body. So I'm going to start with the dark, and I'm going to do the top of the ears. There's a little piece of his butt up here above the antler, I believe. I think that's like the other hump of his butt. I could be wrong, but that's what I thought. All right, and then I'm going to go along the scarf and then down the inside, well, actually the outside of this leg, and do the hoof. And then move over here and go to the inside of this leg and do the hoof. And then the inside of this leg and do the hoof. Okay, anything else? And just a little bit down by his jaw and the side of his face. The side of his hat here. Okay. Then I'm just going to blend everything out with the light soft suede and the bottom of the ears. I forgot his back hoof here. Okay. And then for his antlers, now my light crumb cake is not doing very well, and I just did an order today, so I really should have. Oh, it's not doing bad. Maybe I can get some out of it. All right, I'm going to do the bottom part of the antlers in dark crumb cake. I'll do this. I wish I had remembered I needed this. I usually write it, but I forgot. All right, and then I'm just going to try to blend it out with my light crumb cake. Here we go. All right. The only thing that's left is the pom-pom, and I'm just going to kind of jaggedly go around with dark real red. All right, and I already have one that I fussy cut, so we don't have to wait for that. Okay. All right, so let's get back to our box. Now decide which way you want. I think I want the snowflakes coming down this way, so that's the way we want it. And we're going to take I have a 1/8 inch hole punch, and you're going to take the two pieces that are on one side, and in the middle of it, make sure you get both, punch a hole. And then do it to the other side. Okay, so now put your kisses or your small gift in. I would probably, let's see, I'm going to use some iridescent glittered ribbon. Close up, which is the front way. Yeah, this is the front. So I'm going to go in the right side on the front. And then go in the back. And then through the other back piece. And then through the front. And don't tie it too tight yet, because then you can put all your things in without them falling all over. Okay, you can fit in your goodies. And then we're going to pull it shut. We'll just fold it shut and then pull your ribbon through. And then we want the bow to go towards the front. All right, so I'm going to tie my ribbon and then make a bow. I made this bow pretty short because it was a piece that I already had cut, so I just used it up for that one. These I'm going to make go a little smaller. I'm going to make it a little bit less. There we go. Okay, I'm going to tie it and then make my bow. Okay, and then we can trim off the ends. This is not going well. Why is this going like this? All right. Okay, now we're going to work with our sentiment, and I'm going to use this die from the Deckled Rectangle dies, and I'm going to put it towards the right. I'm going to cut it out, tape it down, and I'll be right back. All right, and then I'm going to put my sentiment about right here with liquid glue. Okay, and then we're going to attach the mousse with dimensionals and mini dimensionals, but don't put a mini dimensional on this ear because it sticks off a little bit. And then some regular dimensionals. Actually, I am going to put one at the bottom of the ear because that's going to attach it. It's a lot of dimensionals. I know I could probably do with less. And then I'm just going to take off the backings. Okay, and then we're just going to place him. So a little bit of his ear goes over the edge, but we have that one dimensional there holding it down. And then just press the rest of them on. Just like that. Okay, and then I'm going to use, I'm not sure. On this one I used the 3 opal rounds that were the ink colors, the polished pink, and then I just used Iridescent Rhinestone Basic Jewels, but you can't really tell the difference because I think the pink paper makes these all. Alright, so this time I'm going to use some red and green adhesive back pearls for around the sentiment. Just red, actually. And the other side of my Take Your Pick tool. One there. One there. Maybe down a little more. Oh goodness. right there. And one right there. All right, and then we'll put some of the Iridescent Rhinestone Basic Jewels just around. I'm going to use the mini ones. Put one up here. One there. And one down there. All right, and that's it. I think it looks adorable. And it's a really different box to do. So it's not the ordinary rectangle or square box. Really like it. And it really doesn't, it only takes up half a sheet of DSP, even less than that. And whatever you want to decorate it with. All right, if you have any questions, my email is below, along with the links to my blog that has all the measurements, the link to join, which only until next Tuesday, the 31st, if you're going to join, now's the time. You get $155 worth of product instead of $125 for $99 and free shipping. So it's a great, you also get an older paper pumpkin and catalogs and all of that. So if you'd like to join, that's down there. If you need to call me about it, no problem. Just email me. And what else? Oh, the link, of course, to purchase if you wanted to purchase. Don't forget, this is my new host code. And have a great day, and I'll see you on Friday. Bye.